Christian are a knucklehead over the weekend. Can you do that? Yankees and Blue Jays. Hal, you were calling people knuckleheads earlier.
I wasn't talking about the commissioner.
No way. No. In the 6th. 2 on for Carlos Delgado. Derek Jeter. Oh, no error charged on that.
That's one of those plays where he's thinking about where am I going to throw it. He thought about third, he thought about first. Just didn't look it in.
Who's this guy? Here comes that man again. Josh Phelps hit tape measure shots. This one just bouncing off that concrete. 2 runs will score. Blue Jays get within 1. Josh Phelps, 8 for 16 in this series.
Day games on turf, it's a lot spongier. Ball bounces a lot higher, as you saw there.
2 men later. You got all the angles. Orlando Hudson rips that down the line.
Well, they play a lot more defensive defense on AstroTurf because you're not going to be as aggressive. That ball is pretty bouncy. It changes everything.
Dave Berg with the base hit in the 7th. Wells would leave after 6, giving up 7 earned runs. Next man up, Vernon Wells. Crunches this ball. Rondell White just playing defensively there.
That's what ends up happening. You got to knock everything down. Whew,
that would score there. Cliff Polite gets Alfonso Soriano. Jason Giambi says, hold on, not so fast, my friend. Crunches that, his 33rd of the year. It's a 7-6 game. Later that inning, 2 down. Kelvin Escobar against Enrique Wilson. D struck him out.
3-2 changeup. You've got a plus changeup that you feel confident throwing in that situation. You're going to have some success.
And Bernie Williams, 3 for 4, now hitting .342, but the Yankees lose 3 out of 4 to the Blue Jays. And Josh Phelps, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. The rookie had a tremendous August and now tearing it up.
Jays Joe Borchard making his major league debut. Borchard could have been the quarterback at Stanford. I mean, he could have stayed there, but instead he went for the Bucks and baseball. And finally, he's in the bigs. And his first hit was a major league home run. Not bad for a guy who had 139 strikeouts in AAA. Boy has the ball, swaps it for Borchard's bat. Borchard 6'5", 220, always played without fear at Stanford. Borchard not afraid to lay out on a fly ball as well. Misses it, but it's a good effort. And he was fine. Top of the 5th, 6'9", 230. That's Mark Hendrickson coming in to pitch. Hendrickson, if you recall, used to play hoops at Washington State. So we have a Pac-10 showdown. Borchard from Stanford, Hendrickson from Washington State. Hendrickson strikes Borchard out. The White Sox win.
Sox and Blue Jays, top 3. Sox up 2-1. Runner on first, Paul Konerko. That sounded like a broken bat. 6-4-3 double play. Nice diving play by Chris Woodward, who started. Top 6, 1 out. White Sox up 3-2. Konerko, no one's going to grab that one. Good Wood there. Solo shot, 26 of the season. It's 4-2. And we want to show you the Shannon Stewart effort in left. And he loses a little bit of leather. Okay, he would get it back, though. Top 7, 2 outs. We're tied at 4. Jose Valentin, our pitch to click. And second home run of the game for Valentin. 21st home run of the season. It's 5-4. Sox going to win it.
Score. Nobody on for Vernon Wells facing Dan Wright. Wells, first pitch, enjoying the journey. His 18th home run of the year, putting the Jays up 1-0. Same score in the 3rd, 1 out. Nobody on for Willie Harris facing Pete Walker. 33-year-old Pete Walker. Harris bunts toward first. Walker feels his age. Error on Walker, who allowed 2 runs, 6 hits in 7 innings and pitched well. Harris to second. Later in the inning, runners on first and second. Pete Walker picking off Willie Harris. So there, Walker wins his 8th. Chicago's win streak stops at 7. 6-2, the final.
Way to catch him. Odds probably against that. Burkett facing Dave Berg. Berg, pop fly. Dixon at the wall, goes foul, and he decides, uh-oh. You can't drink it. You can't spill it. Those people paid $8 for that drink, and you should not spill it on purpose. Look at him. It's just frustration. Probably bought him another one. Top 6, Burkett facing Josh Phelps, who's just been outstanding the last 5 weeks. Opposite field, second homer of the game. His 12th of the year, ties the game at 2. Top 7, Dustin Hermanson facing Phelps, 2-on. He hits another one. Vernon Wells will score. Jays take a 3-2 lead. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th. Jays up 5-2. Kelvin Escobar facing Trot Nixon with runners on the corner. Baseball term, runners on the corner. Escobar's pitch gets away from Ken Huckabee. Pass ball. Cliff Floyd will score. Jason Varitek pulling into 3rd. And the Sox now trailing 5-3. A lot of drama there at the fence after Carlos Baerga RBI double. Sox 5-4. Tying run in 2nd for Johnny Damon. And Damon! It's a beautiful fly ball, but he's a short knock there. Jays hold on to win it, 5-4.
All right, so now we're obligated to check in on the Red Sox, taking on the Jays at Fenway. And Boston has a lot of good players, but the guy who could be the X factor in the playoff race, Benny Agbayani. His Red Sox debut called up from Pawtucket on Tuesday, and Benny came up big. Top three, Sox down 1-0. Tim Wakefield against Carlos Delgado. Agbayani to get Eric Hinsky a strike to Doug Mirabelli. Wakefield allowed just 1 run on 5 hits in 7, struck out a season-high 8. Bottom 4, it's Benny facing Roy Halladay. Benny Agbayani. Throw home is off to get Nomar Garciaparra. Agbayani, ribby single, ties it at 1. Benny, how could the Rockies let him go? Sox up 4-1 in the 5th. Cliff Floyd. Got some issues here. That looks like a strike. And that's what umpire Angel Hernandez calls, and Cliff Floyd disagrees. And so Floyd steps out. Watch out here. Floyd steps out. Hernandez does not call time. Steps out of the box, still no time. Halladay does not. That's a balk right there. That's a balk. That's what Grady Little is saying, or at least mumbling. Next pitch, Floyd would strike out. He got tossed. Next batter, it's our man, Benny. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. 2 runs come in. Agbayani 2 for 4, drove in 3. The Red Sox win 7-2 as Wakefield wins for the 4th time in 5 starts. So this is what happens when you have a bad groin injury. Pedro, by the way, did throw 50 pitches in the bullpen. Could pitch Tuesday or Wednesday. Bottom 6, Manny Ramirez down the line. Johnny Damon comes in, and it's tied 1-1. Manny 2 for 3, drove in 3. Next guy up, Cliff Floyd. Base hit. Ramirez scores, and the Red Sox are up 2-1. Bottom 8, Manny. They have been on him in Boston for being slow, not running out double play balls, but Manny with a power shot there. 2-run shot is 26th. Red Sox win 4-1.
The draft that was set by the A's and Angels because they're reeling while the other two are rolling. They were 40-17, and since then they've had a losing record. Here's the ball. It's got to be caught. Nomar goes back. Johnny Damon never came in hard, and it was dropped.
And you could tell Nomar was going back cautiously, waiting for the center fielder to take charge.
In a 1-0 game, Frank Castillo sees a ball ground. Ryan Dahlbach airmails one.
Well, it's that time of year when you make mistakes, it's gonna bite you.
It gets compounded. Let's take a look at the first base.
Well, he's drifting, and he didn't set his feet and make a solid throw. That's why this ball ends up going away. I mean, we've all done it. It's just one of those fundamental things. Set your feet and make the throw.
3-3 game, 1st and 3rd. Phelps through.
Top spin. You see guys with strength. They talk about long ball and home run, but the strength factor also top spins balls that get through the infield.
Phelps is a potentially strong hitter. Speaking of strong hitters, in a 5-3 game, the monster, no.
Here's a kid getting a chance to really play this year was Wells, and he's 19 home runs this season. Let's not forget that 20 home run seasons are a big year. You know, we get caught up in these 60, 70 home run years and start trying to judge people by that. There's very few that can do that.
20 home runs is a big year?
Yes, it is. It is a legitimate season.
Woodward 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. You saw that one that goes off the wall. He had 3 RBIs, 9-4. Your final score. Cliff Floyd of the Red Sox says, I don't feel there's any need to panic. If they continue to win, meaning the other teams, you're not going to go anywhere anyway.
Panic.
I think it's a good time to panic. Frank Castillo, it's like a black cloud hanging over my head. Jays and the Indians, and Jarrett Wright's on the hill for Cleveland. He has not had a very good season. Top of the 1st, already 1-zip. Vernon Wells is on 2nd. Delgado doubles to right. Wells comes around to score. 2-zip Jays. What do you think Delgado's future is with Toronto?
Well, there's some talk that Philadelphia may be willing to eat his contract next year. If they are, Toronto, with maybe the best young talent in the American League, would let him go.
We just saw a guy there, Peter, Josh Phelps. What do they play him?
He can play first base, he can DH, and just play the role of Paul Konerko Jr.
Because he can hit. So can that guy. Jim Thome, his 44th of the season, 7-6 Indians. They'd later tie it at 7. Here's Phelps again, strong like bull.
There's another guy from Idaho hit a few home runs named Harmon Killebrew.
His 13th. Jays lead at 9-7. They go on to win it by a final score of 11-9. So Phelps, Wells, and Hinsky all homer and drive in 3. Hinsky's 21 home runs breaks the Crime Dogs rookie team record. Remember, not too long ago, McGriff was wearing a Blue Jay uniform. On the Blue Jays, speaking of guys who can hit, Eric Hinsky, although not here, rounding into a 4-6-3 double play. Top 2, Ken Huckabee. Rodriguez also on the ground. Backs up Fryman, but they steal it. Whoa! Can't turn it. Hats off. Couldn't dig it out of the dirt. Two in, Jays up 2-zip. Huckabee again. Bases loaded. Rodriguez.
There's one at third. Long throw.
5-3 DP. Indians get out of that.
Good thing it was no outs, because that would have been a triple play.
Rodriguez. Wow, they were just chowing turf. 6-4-3. Indians out again, and it's Wohlers to Wells. Oh, no. Try to turn through. Two. Instead, Stewart scores, and the Jays win it on that error by Wohlers. 5-4 the final. 2 errors for the Tribe in this game.
Speaking of Vernon Wells, this is his 200th game. Well, if you take his stats compared to Cameron, Hunter, Bernie Williams, or Andrew Jones through 200 games, no comparison. Vernon Wells, numero uno.
80 losses on the season for Cleveland. The first
Debut. Bottom 5, Tribe down 5-3. Coco Crisp. Snap, crackle, pop. First home run of his career, but the Indians would lose 6-5 in 11.
It's Ken Huckabee. Here we go. Andy Sheets, Chris Gomez, Aubrey Huff. That's a triple play. Take another look. Bad things can happen when you send the runners. First triple play in Devil Rays history, but Hazelton allowed 5 runs on 5 hits and 6. Bottom 6, Eric Hinske. This will be a 3-run shot, his 22nd of the year. Jays win 5-2. Toronto's won 5 in a row. They've been playing good baseball, 33-28 since the All-Star break.
Getting hot.
Love this. Blue Jays, Orioles, and Toronto vets Carlos Delgado just mining the endless fun that are the September call-ups. Got them all dressed up for the road trip. How about that? Looking good. The French-made outfit. Rookie Orlando Hudson made the appearance Sunday night. He was a big yellow M&M. Carlos even helped him get him on. Ken Huckabee, he's Superman. Get on the plane, boys. Oh, that's embarrassing. You just wait for the next rookies to come through, huh?
That was tasty.
Sidney Ponson fielding a comebacker from Huckabee. We stay scoreless, double play. Top 6, Josh Phelps. He's dressed up all girly-like. Tony Batista can't handle that one. A run scores. Blue Jays up 1-0. Same score. Top 9. Phelps up again. Oh, boy. I guess you don't have to wear pumps and garters tomorrow because you hit a home run. Number 15 for Phelps. Jays win at 2-0, although it's nice to have that Halloween costume picked out awfully early, I would think.
Blue Jays and the O's. 10-4, good buddy. Shannon Stewart's 9th home run, 2 RBIs.
Carlos Delgado. 28th home run of the season. Jays go up 2-0. Hold on to win by the final of 2-1.
Toronto, Baltimore. Orioles shortstop Mike Bordick tied Ray Ordonez's major league record for consecutive errorless games at short, despite not getting a chance in the field all night. Amazing. Shannon Stewart leading off with the Jays, leading 8-2 off of Steve Beckler, his 10th, a 5-5 day for Stewart. Toronto wins.
Blue Jays, Devil Rays in St. Pete. Tanyan Sturtz, a major league high 17 losses, but he's got the lowest run support in the American League, 3.55 runs per 9. He starts with a K of Shannon Stewart, and you'll note Tampa Bay giving him lots of run support, 11, as Esteban Loaiza was shelled for a career-high 9 runs and 2 1/3. Sturtz, meanwhile, tied a season high with 8 Ks over 8, gets his 4th win. Tampa Bay wins 11.
Top of the 3rd, 4-1, Paul Wilson, Jason Worth. Third base, ouch, babe. Jared Sandberg reaching up and stabbing it. To the 8th, 9-5. Jesus Colome against Orlando Hudson with 1 man on. Right center field, look out. Just when you think the bad stuff is past you and the skies are clearing, it pours. And the Jays lead at 11-5, and they go on and win it by a final score of 12-6. 6 Jays with multi-hit games.
Version of the show, Jays hosting the Orioles. Bottom 3, Carlos Delgado. And he Delgado it. 3-run home run, his 30th, 100th RBI. First Blue Jay ever with 30 homers and 100 RBIs in 5 straight years, 11-1. Roy Halladay wins his 8th.
Commonly found in the Baltimore area, known for its brilliant shades of orange. North of the border, we find the Blue Jay, known for the crest of feathers at the top of its head. The Blue Jay trait is gritty. Actually, my friend Celia says that they're downright mean. They eat other birds' eggs, like Vernon Wells just ate a solo home run egg. Wells, 100th RBI of the year, 3-1 Toronto. Oriole trait, average wingspan, 11 to 19 inches. Mike Bordick, big wingspan. Player hating on Chris Woodward. Bordick, 106-game errorless streak at short. Blue Jay trait, thief flight. They ought to be arrested for grand larceny. Carlos Delgado, robbing. Jay Gibbons. Delgado straight holding it down. 5th straight 30-homer, 100 RBI season. Toronto wins 3-2.
Just so you know, Tigers and Blue Jays. Okay, I was just a little behind on the whole thing. Orlando Hudson, we missed the note on him. He has a butterfly on him, I'm told. Andres Torres, the grounder to Hudson, making that play. He literally has a butterfly on him, but he enjoys the butterfly now. He's hanging around. Looks like he doesn't mind the visitor at all. Damian Easley, the fly ball. Hudson hustles. How's the butterfly doing? Diving catch. Looks like he's back on him now. The strangest thing. This is like an animal show on ESPN2. Blue Jays win 5-2. We'll do.
Hickey at the bat. There's a swing and a line drive. Base hit left field. Hinske drives home the first run. In to score comes Berg on to second. Stewart. A little slow, lazy line drive over third base. And the Rookie of the Year candidate drives in that run. He set the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the Toronto Blue Jays will win it, the final game of 2002. The final score, the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing.